everybody, my name is Ashton. I'm going to be your host for this series called Stand Out. Today we are here with Dr. Von Hinkelsnot and we're going to learn some incredible lessons from the book of Titus.
Tie-dye?
No, Titus.
I'm sorry, did you say bronchitis?
No, I said Titus. It's a small book in the New Testament. It was a letter written by the Apostle Paul to a man named Titus. It's a really small book, but it can teach us some big lessons about how to stand out.
What do you mean, stand out?
I'm glad you asked. You see, the Bible tells us that we're not supposed to blend in with the rest of the world. We're not supposed to live the same way as people who are living in sin. Instead, we should live in a way that helps us stand out from the crowd.
I don't get it.
Let me help you. If you're the biggest kid in your class, you stand out. See what I mean? Let me show it to you in a different way. If you're the only one dressed like this, you stand out.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
We learned from the book of Titus that Christians are supposed to stand out, not because of the way they're dressed or how incredibly tall they are, but because their lives are full of the evidence of God's grace.
Evidence. As a scientist, I know all about evidence. Evidence. It is the facts or body of information that proves whether a belief or proposition is true.
Yeah. To put it more simply, evidence is anything that you can see, hear, or experience that proves something is true. For example, there is plenty of evidence that my little brother is super annoying. See what I mean?
I think I'm beginning to understand.
And it's a fact that snakes are pretty scary. To give you some evidence of this, we put some rubber snakes in a box and showed it to people.
Yes, that is pretty good evidence right there.
And finally, the evidence that watermelons make a mess when you drop them off the roof. Well, this should be all the evidence you need. Evidence. It's what shows someone that a particular thing is true. And as Christians, we should have the evidence of God's grace at work in our lives. In your lesson today, you're going to learn exactly what the evidence of God's grace is. And it's all found in the book of Titus.
Titus, I've got it now.
Well, it's time for me to let you get into your lesson. Until next time, I'm Ashton reminding you to live a life for God that lets you stand out.